This vlog is sponsored by Buzz Lightyear. From Cubase SX to Cubase 10 Pro and beyond. Roll the thing. Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown and welcome social media family to my vlog. I know it's been a while, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute, but I've been doing stuff. And I know it's been a little while and it's been a considerable amount of time since I've linked with you all. In social media years, it's like 100 years. A week can be like 100 years in social media years. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But anyway, things have been happening, things have not been happening, and things are about to happen. And I want to take the opportunity in letting you know all three things. First and foremost, the release dates for the Salute project and the Therapy albums have been held back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, they have been held back. The reason being is strictly a technical reason, and everything kind of leans into each other. For the past 15 years, I've produced 17 albums on my Mark I Rhythmworks Productions computer. It was built for me in 2004 by my late friend DJ Flyer. He used to be a DJ on his own internet station, rhythmbuster.com. Prior to that, he worked on the late Tony Williams Rhythm 365 station, internet station. The computer ran on Windows 2000. I can't even tell you what processor it had in it. It was running on 2 gigs of RAM. Not 4, not 8, not 16, but 2. And I managed to squeeze 17 albums out of that. Now, why am I talking in the past tense in relation to that computer? Well, I'm going to tell you. I received a message just after I was finishing up the Therapy album project, basically telling me that disk failure on my hard drive was imminent. Now, I had one hard drive which was partitioned. I think one part was like around 18 gigs. Another was, I think it was 50 gigs. I think it was 50 gigs for the operating system and another 20 odd gigs for all the other stuff. But it was on the one drive. I use external hard drives to put my projects on and what have you, just to free up the space on the original hard drive in the computer, just to let it work basically and keep it ticking over. Of late, it was having problems. And you know, like, the best analogy I can give you is when back in the day when we used to own those TVs, and with the aerial that you put on top of the TV, and if something goes wrong with it, you just bang it and then it just basically fixes itself. That's what I was kind of doing with my computer. I was getting audio dropouts and stuff like that, and what I'd do, I'd turn off stuff on my digital audio workstation and blah blah blah, just to free up the memory and what have you. I managed to plod on regardless, but then I received this smart message on my hard drive telling me what was up. So I had the choice. What do? Try to squeeze the living life out of the drive, or just back up all of my stuff before the drive fails on me? Because when you get a smart message, you're fortunate. And I'll tell you why you're fortunate, because some people don't get that message from their computer and they plod along and plod along and plod along with no indication that the drive is faulty or it's dying. Then all of a sudden the hard disk just dies. Nothing. So all of your stuff that you got on there is done. And if you want to get a data recovery service, that's going to cost you more than what the computer cost in the first place. It depends how sentimental a value you place on your data. Anyway, I digress. So I decided to back up all my stuff, and that's what took me the longest time. Then after that, I thought to myself, well, what am I going to do now? I've got 2 projects outstanding. What am I going to do? So, without question, well, without any more questions, I decided to upgrade both my new tower that I had before and my laptop. Now, some of you eagle-eyed and eagle-eared viewers amongst you will probably say, but didn't you make an upgrade video? Didn't you post up upgraded stuff on your social media feed like a year or so ago? Yes, you're right. But the thing was that I was buying software, trying to put it onto my new computer. And remember, in comparison to my old computer, which was just running 2 gigs of RAM on Windows 2000, I'm running now a computer that's on Windows 7 that's got 4 gigs of RAM. So I'm thinking, stroll in the park, buy the gear, install the gear, run the gear, and we're cooking on gas. No. It was not happening. So that's why I decided to leave that and go back to my old computer, because strangely enough, that old computer was working much quicker than my new computer. Now, some of you might scoff at the fact that I'm using a prehistoric computer, but here's the thing. There's lots of other producers I know that's running their computer off XP, Vista. But when you hear the music, you're not thinking, oh, that sounds like it was recorded on a Windows 2000 machine or in Windows XP. You're not hearing that. You're just hearing the music. And that's what it's about. So I'm off the school of, if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. And I'm off the school of, work with what you have and improve on it. And that's what I like to promote to anyone who has any affiliation to my channel, to my social media, anyone who feels inspired by what I do musically, in letting them know. It's like, just because some producers got bells and whistles in their studio doesn't mean they're gonna make good music. It's all about how they put the music together and the vibes and the rudiments and the collaborations that you put into each different project within the studio. And that's what it's about for me. So my Windows 2000 2 gig of RAM served me very well. That's what you gotta bear in mind. Anyway, I decided to totally upgrade my computer and my laptop, simply because I want to be able to be mobile with my laptop and record and collaborate with other musicians and artists whilst on the move. It's not a foreign concept. It's not a unusual concept. You got big time producers, especially in the States, that have been doing what I'm about to do for years. But like I said, I'm from the if it ain't broke school. I'm now moving over into that era now at 55 and a quarter years old. But it's all good, because even though I'm at the age that I'm at, I feel I'm at the creative age of 30. And that feels really good to me right about now. I'm so excited. What I did was just to invest. So the first thing I done, I bought Cubase Pro 10 or Cubase 10 Pro. Not dealing with no crack copies. Legal. This little box retails at 500 quid. There was no question. If I had to take a second mortgage and get this, I would have got it. Came close. What else did I get? Got a new sound card. Behringer Euphoria UMC 204 HD with the Midas mic preamps. Now, for those who ain't technically minded, it's like, okay, you can talk amongst yourselves. And got myself a new MIDI controller. M-Audio Oxygen 61 keys. It's got all the controllers there. So when you plug this into your DAW, DAW, digital audio workstation, you can basically control what you see on the screen with these buttons here once you assigned these buttons, etc. Anyway, everything is connected, everything is working to the best of its ability. Oh, and also another thing is that the drives that are in them are solid state drives. I dispensed with the disk drives, dispensed with them totally, because apparently there's no moving parts and it loads programs and softwares and what have you really fast. No kidding! When I copied 25 gigs of data from one disk to another, usually it's like half an hour on my laptop, this one here. But on my music computers, it was like 30 seconds. Solid state all the way, brethren. That is the makeup of my new Rhythm Works Productions laptop and tower PC. On my laptop, I've got 8 gigs of RAM running in that. In my tower, I've got 16 gigs. My tower is running a decent processor. It's off the i5 stroke i7 range, but the laptop I have is running on the i7. So I can basically just do my video production, music production, all that stuff in there. It's all good. It's all wonderful. It's all blessed. So that's really the update I wanted to give you, in letting you know that the release date for the Salute Project and the Therapy album has been held back. It will be released this year. I promise you, it will be released this year. I have to put my subsequent works back as well. One being the Rutical Chapter 2 project with Zion I Productions. So that's gonna probably be later on in the year. If not, it will be recorded this year to be released next year, because I don't know what their schedules are, what their release schedules are like. So that's basically the roadmap for me anyway. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. And as always, you don't know the coup. People, please abstain from foolishness, even your own. And until I link you on the next exciting installment of my vlog series, people, stay blessed. I'm out of here. Maganski. Roll the thing.
Abstain from foolishness.